Today we're talking about 4 reasons why your channel is not growing, and I have some tips for you that's really gonna help you get more subscribers and views and take your channel to the next level. All right, so I have a few reasons why your channel might not be growing, and then I have some awesome tips and some advice on how you can advance your channel and take it to the next level. Guys, if you're new here, my name is Jevin Dovey, and I take you behind the lens to teach you the skills that you need to become a successful creator. And if you like this video and you wanna see more videos about how to grow your YouTube channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. All right, so let's go over a few reasons why your channel might not be growing. Number 1, and this is probably the most important thing that I'm gonna tell you, you have to have good content. So one reason why your channel might not be growing is that your content is just not what your viewers expect. And so I really highly suggest you take a look at the videos that you're creating and look at the other creators in your niche and see where your videos fall in terms of quality of content. If your content is not good, then your channel is gonna fail. And that is kind of the number one thing that I could tell you. Everything else that we're gonna talk about in this video doesn't matter unless your content is good. So I highly suggest always going back to your content and making sure that you're making the best quality content that you can, and make sure it's something that your viewers are excited to watch. And if you're ever wondering if your content needs to be improved in any way, then I always suggest you go to your viewers and your audience that you have and ask them for any suggestions on things that you can improve. Communication is key, and your viewers are gonna have a lot of insight into what is gonna help you grow your channel, and your content is king. So make sure your content is the best content that you're producing. So the second reason that your channel might not be growing is that you're not getting the click. And what I mean by this is that you're not creating engaging thumbnails and titles. Now, your content is important, but the second most important thing is making sure you have good titles and good thumbnails, because you need to be able to get the click. And if your thumbnails don't stand out among the other thumbnails that are on a search page, someone's not gonna click on your thumbnail. So it's super important that you really dial in your thumbnails and you make them look good. A huge tip for this is treat your thumbnails like it's your Instagram feed. So one of the things that's always stressed on an Instagram feed is to have a consistent look and do really high quality photography. So I never pull my stills from my video. I always do separate photo shoots for each still. And this could be during the course of when I'm actually shooting my content, but this could also be an entirely different shoot. So you need to approach thumbnails as its own animal, because thumbnails are super important, and that's gonna get someone to click on it. Now the second part is your title, and your title is super important as well. It has to tell a viewer exactly what they're gonna see, and you don't wanna be clickbaity. So if you have a title that says one thing, but it's not actually what the person's gonna find in the video, then that person's gonna click off, and that's telling YouTube that you're not making the correct content for your thumbnail and your title. So it's very important that you make sure that your title and your thumbnail are true representations of what is actually in the content. You can't be doing clickbait, because if you start doing clickbait with your title and your thumbnails, then all of a sudden you're gonna stop getting views and people are not gonna be able to see your videos, because YouTube is gonna stop suggesting your videos and they're not gonna rank in the system. So this all kind of plays together, and it's all super important. Now the third reason why your channel might not be growing is that people are not staying and watching through your video. So if someone clicks on your video, watches 10 seconds, and then decides to jump off and go to some other video, then you're not gonna get a high watch time. Whereas if you have a 6-minute video and people watch through the end to 6 minutes, you're gonna have a higher watch time, and YouTube weighs that differently. So the important thing when it comes to your videos, beyond having good content, is making sure that people watch all the way to the end. And I have a few tips on how to keep people watching your videos. One, and probably one of the more important things, is give a hook right at the beginning of your video. Tells the viewer exactly what they're gonna find in the video, and it's a good representation of what they're gonna find for the rest of the content that they're about to watch. Now, number 2 is make sure you don't end your video early. So don't, towards like the last minute of your content, say, all right guys, that's it, and then do like a wrap up, because people are gonna click off. Instead, you just wanna finish the video when the video is ready to be done, but don't really announce it early. Now, this is something that I have started to do more recently. Before, I was ending my videos and actually talking about things over and over and doing like a whole long outro, but it's important that people watch as much of each of your videos as possible, because what happens is YouTube is now going to weigh your video differently, because if your video is engaging, it gets the click and people stay for the entire video, then what it's doing is telling the artificial intelligence that this is a good video and this is something that I should suggest. So YouTube will then start suggesting your video on other people's videos of content that's similar to yours. All of a sudden, you're now getting a ton of new people watching your videos, and this is when your videos really start taking off. So one other reason why your channel might not be growing is that people are not clicking multiple of your videos. What I mean by this is once they watch one of your videos, they're moving on to someone else's channel, or they're just getting off of YouTube altogether. YouTube wants people to binge content. So you really want to get people to not only watch one of your videos, but then watch multiples of your videos. And that's the key to success. You want people to stay within your ecosystem and watch a ton of your videos. So a tip for this is use cards and use end screens. And one thing is put your cards towards the end of the video. If you put your cards at the beginning of the video, what's going to happen is it's going to knock your watch time down because people are going to click on that card and then leave your video at, like, say minute 1 or minute 2. Whereas if you put your card towards the last 30 seconds of the video, then they watched most of your video and then they're like, okay, I'll click and watch another video. So your card placement is important to make sure that you don't drop your watch time by sending people to another video. And with this, one other bonus tip is make sure you're sending people to a playlist versus a single video. I have a YouTube training playlist, and at the end of this video, I'm gonna put a card and I'm gonna put end screen to that YouTube training playlist. And also I'll put a link down below in the description. And so if you're interested in my YouTube training videos, you can click on that link, and what's gonna happen, it's gonna bring up a playlist with all of the videos that I've done on YouTube training. If someone is interested in the content that you're creating, then what's gonna happen is they're gonna start watching more of your content. All right, guys, I'd love to hear your thoughts down below in the comments. And guys, that's it. I'll see you on the next one.